When your dragon god comes close to you, it feels like you're going inside of a trance. Like something inside of yourself is reaching out for that dragon god. You know that the dragon god is there because everything inside of yourself is screaming that they are there. The first time when I really felt my goddess Tiamat, I felt everything inside of me like a whirlpool of emotions. There are so many things going on whenever you feel your dragon god for the first time. Like everything inside of yourself is screaming that they are there. From the start of your life here on earth, your dragon god was already with you. They were already with you. But it starts all over again inside of your life once you come to meet your dragon guardian. And once you come to meet your dragon guardian, you will understand much more about your dragon god as well. That they never left you. Your dragon god, in this case Tiamat, was actually there from the first moment that I was awakened by the dragon guardian. And that is how it works. When you are awakened by the dragon guardian, you immediately are also awakened by the dragon god. In my case, goddess. When Tiamat came very close to me, it felt like a trance, like I was in a trance. It was not that I could feel this world like before. It was like something of myself was replaced. Something, I don't know how to describe it, but something was ripped out, something human, and something of the dragon was replaced. And that was another thing that I could feel whenever I could feel the dragon god was confusion. I didn't know what was going on. But that is just fine, because in this case, Tiamat is the goddess of chaos. So if you feel chaos, that is fine. Out of the chaos, you create the path that was meant to be for you. And that is because Tiamat has great love for all of her children, including you, my brother or sister. Don't feel yourself lesser. Don't look up to other people, because in this case, you are a child of the gods. And you might also be, in this case, a child of Tiamat. And whenever she is close, you can feel her chaos. But in this case, chaos is not a bad term. Chaos is to find your way, how you should supposed to do, how you should supposed to find it. Your entire life was built to that point so that Tiamat could say that it's finally time to find your path here in this life. And whenever your dragon god, in this case Tiamat, is also, whenever they are very close to you, you can even smell them. You can even hear them. And in some cases, you can even feel them in a physical way. Your dragon god that tries to touch you in a physical way. And whenever you feel that, they immediately have connection with your dragon soul. That you can feel that. And that is why your dragon god tries to touch you. They manifest as a dragon. In this case, Tiamat is a dragoness. And she comes also before you as a dragoness, that she wants to visit and also be there for her child, so that she can touch you and your soul as well. Whenever she touches your body, she touches your spirit, she touches your energy. She touches everything. And it can feel chaotic, but what you especially will feel is love and excitement. And that is where a lot of people on the Dragon's Path make mistakes in. Out of this excitement, you immediately want to go fast on your path. And that is not what I recommend. Whenever you can feel Tiamat, you want to know more, you want to feel more, you want to hold her. You want to hold her because whenever she is close, you feel safe. You feel like finally there is someone that understands you very well. And that is Tiamat. She understands her children unlike anyone else. She understands you because you are born out of her womb, and now out of so many lifetimes further, she still is with us. Even though we are human, your spirit is that what she made. She made your soul, she made your energy. Everything about you is still from the dragon goddess. And of course, this physical touch can also lead to that you are going to go too fast. Don't go too fast on this path. This path can be very confusing as well. Like I said, it's built out of chaos from Tiamat. When you are built out of the chaos, you have to come out as that you finally found your path and that you finally found who you really are. who your dragon god is, who is the closest to you, who is the guardian by your side. That is something that stands in no book. You can find a book about that. The only thing that you need to know from Tiamat is that she used to be worshipped by a lot of humanity, by many of humanity. She used to be worshipped as being one with the sea and being one with the earth. She was being one with nature. The only thing that you need to know that she was split into, and here on earth, she still grows everything that she is in this forest. It is still her power. It is still her, and that is why I'm so drawn to the forest. I just don't want to leave this place. And whenever people destroy the forest, it hurts my soul. It seems like they hurt Tiamat. But the embodiment of everything that you see, the embodiment is the dragon goddess. And that lives with you. It can also be another dragon god that is very close to you. Like, for example, Leviathan can also be so close to you that you can also feel all the signs of awakening and all the signs that they are very close to you. But whenever your dragon god is close to you, you feel safe. You feel like an infant that needs to be protected by others. In this life, you are not protected. The only one that you are protected by is your parents. And your parents also is not the same thing as your dragon god, in this case, goddess as well. Your goddess is you can say your mother that is so dear to you that she will not leave you behind, not in any lifetime. Even if you don't have the face anymore of the dragon, you still have the soul of the dragon. You still come from her womb. But out of this confusion, you can also come into a trance, and that is what happened to me. I was completely into a trance. Whenever my dragon goddess came too close to me, I was gone. The people could not speak to me anymore, like, hey, what's going on, what's up? No, I was in a trance every single time that I could feel Tiamat. And I was actually very sad, actually so sad that I cannot physically touch her. And that is in the saddest moments, whenever your emotions are at their strongest, it can be that you can feel her in a physical way. I have felt that, I'm sure of that. The more that your emotions go into chaos, go into that you miss them, that you love them, that you also feel a lot of darkness towards humanity, that they will not understand whatever you are or whatever you are following. All of these emotions are your powers. And the more emotions that you can have, the more chance that you have that Tiamat will eventually touch you. And whenever she does that, that energy is enormous. And of course, that is what it comes to magic. Magic, the oldest form of magic, comes from Tiamat. Tiamat has the oldest form of magic. Unlike anyone before her and anyone after her, no one could use magic the way she does. And that lives on with you. That you can break the rules of nature, because she is nature. She is the forest. And she still lives inside of your heart. You have a dragon's heart, and a dragon's heart always reaches out for Tiamat, the dragon goddess. That she feels like a mother, that she is also has a lot of children here in this world that seems to be lost, but just reach out for her and you will not be lost again. This trance that you can have, this trance is also the reason why sometimes it can be very difficult, and yet I'm sorry that sometimes I'm saying that you shouldn't see this path as fantasy or as something like a roleplay game, because this path is sometimes it can be hard, it can be challenging. And whenever it's going to challenge you the most, the more that you will come out with a spirit from Tiamat. The more that you will feel that you are her child. You are a son or a daughter from the dragon goddess. Even though a lot of people will not believe that, because you are not a dragon, but inside of your heart, you are still the dragon's child. And that is sometimes I'm asking Tiamat for that physical touch. Sometimes I'm asking it, and sometimes I receive it. Sometimes I have this. Sometimes she even leaves a mark behind from it, from her touch. That and whenever you are awakened here in this path, here in this world, whenever you know about the dragon, the more that you will feel that the dragon goddess was always with you. And that smell that she has, that smell is not from this moment, from this world. And you have this, my brothers and sisters, from one moment to another. It can be that you have this strange smell, this smell that is not with other places, but on just a specific place close by to you, you can smell her as well. This smell that she has just is recognizable. But where do you recognize it from? You might not know it at the moment, but you recognize this from different lifetimes. Different lifetimes, because Tiamat has this specific smell over her, a specific smell, and also a specific sound that you also might hear whenever she's close to you. A specific sound, something like ringing, something like, it's also a specific sound that really is connected to her. And whenever she is close to you, you will hear that faint sound from the other side. And you will also smell that. You will smell it, you will feel it, you will experience it. You don't need to say, I'm praying for Tiamat and nothing will happen. No, if you talk to Tiamat, if you want to reach out for her, something is going to happen. I guarantee you. If you also have this legit love for her, you also emit a lot of this form of magic that she handed over to you whenever you were born. You also have this energy from Tiamat inside of your hands. You can also open up the walls, open up the doors, open up the gates. You can do so many things with it. So try it out. Experiment with your energy, everything that comes from the dragon goddess. But whenever Tiamat is the closest by, what I can feel is love. I can feel is protection. What I can feel is my own draconic energy, my own draconic spirit, my own draconic soul. Whenever she's close by, I am so much in emotions. And that is what you should feel. Let yourself go out. Let yourself just break at the moment that she's close. Because she can break me in a good way. And the more that you feel her, the more that you will be awakened. The more that you will know who you are. And what you are is a child of Tiamat.